My name is Jason Challendes. I've talked with a lot of you, emailed plenty. You've probably wondered how to pronounce my last name, but now you know it's Challendes. I just want to give a quick welcome. Technically, I am the coordinator of this workshop, but I do want to thank the planning committee and others. There's a lot of people that's been involved in this. It's been more than 2 years in the making, and I'm going to be very brief. I know you didn't come all this way to listen to me talk, but I do want to encourage you to network throughout the workshop. People from other states. If there's specific information you're looking for, we have a lot of experts in the room, so make the most of your time. I also want to mention we have the videos. You might have noticed the cameras in the background. We are going to post each session individually on the National SARE webpage and potentially with PowerPoints and additional information as well. So with that, I want to introduce W. Dean Hively from the U.S. Geological Survey. He is also on the planning committee, but also a SARE Administrative Council member.
Hello everybody, welcome to lovely Linithicum, Maryland on this beautiful day. It's cherry blossom season, and you have cherry blossoms right outside in the sunshine. So, thanks all for making it here today. My name is Dean Hively. I'm a research scientist with the U.S. Geological Survey. Had a long-term interest in cover crops, and I think know many of you over the last 20 years that I've been working in New York and Chesapeake Bay and other areas where Northeast sustainable agriculture is of interest. That's been, I think I'm kind of a little ahead of it from some of you and a little behind some of you. We have a great variety of wealth and knowledge and people here in the room. I guess what I'm trying to say is a broad variety of experience that I've been fortunate to learn from over my education. Northeast SARE Administrative Council has been working for about a year and a half thinking about putting on a cover crop workshop like this. I've been involved with an initial cover crop workshop through Chesapeake Bay program in 2009 that got together state partnerships around the Chesapeake Bay region. I think a number of you were there at that. And so it's really interesting to me to see it cycle back 7 years later, where all of those folks and everybody else has been working on cover crops in that time, and the state of agricultural knowledge has really progressed. I think the new initiatives having to do with soil health, cover crops, sustainability in general, a broader understanding of implementation of conservation practices, and 10, 20, 30 more years of farmers working with these things in the landscape has really started to broaden our knowledge and experience. And I think a lot of things are working well with cover crops due to innovation of folks like you. So thank you all very much for coming down and putting your heads together at this meeting. I think it's a chance to delve into some of the nuances of cover cropping. Most of us are pretty familiar with some cover crop systems that work on farms in our area and are working well for us. So chance to focus on nuances and also form new connections. I think sustainable agriculture relies on ecological principles, and those take a lot of talking about to figure out how to harness that energy well. And it's great here to have folks from all aspects of industry and farming and extension and research and private and public come together on this important issue. So, the SARE mission is to advance innovations that improve profitability, stewardship, quality of life by investing in groundbreaking research and education. And Northeast SARE has been doing that for a while. Just as a curiosity, raise your hand if you've been involved with, received, partnered on any SARE grant. Yeah, so good third. So there's some good SARE energy working here today, and a lot of good energy coming in from other folks from soil health perspective, cover crop perspective, whatever it is. With those comments, I guess I'd just encourage you to get out of your comfort zone this weekend. It's a precious time. Meet some folks you haven't met before, and form the connections to spawn the next developments in the Eastern Seaboard for the next 10 years in cover cropping. I think that's where we're at. So welcome, and I hope you enjoy.
I'm just going to pass it right along to Steven Mirsky, who's also on the planning committee, but I think only a small group of us realize how much time Steven put into helping us out with this, not only with the field tour, but also with the agenda. So it's Steven Mirsky from ARS.
I also wanted to send out some thank yous, so it's a little bit of a love fest over here to Tom and Jason and Janet. The hard work that they put in has just been incredible. We really have a sensational 2.5 days ahead of us. I think you should all be really excited about what's coming. And just the sheer presence of who's in the room, the body of agriculture that we represent in this room, at least for the Northeast perspective, is incredible. And we're no longer just some niche fringe element that folks are talking about but not really interested in. Now cover crops are here. This is what's happening. So it's just a matter of time as we move that 1.5% adoption rate up and up and up. So I'm personally really excited to be a part of this. This is just a great group. I think we've got a great agenda. We're covering all of the different spectrum of kind of cover crops, cover crop management, integration into cropping systems, establishment, how to plant into them, seeding rates, fertility management, all of the different spectrum of kind of how we deal with cover crops and get them into the system. So I think we've got quite a lineup. We've got a nice field day planned. So I think you guys are in for it. I also wanted to make note that part of what we're hoping to see is that the momentum and the energy that's created here today continues. And it's going to continue a number of ways, much of which that Jason has articulated to you through these demonstration and outreach efforts that are coming in the future out of this event, but also through the formation of the Northeast Cover Crop Council. So some of you may have heard of that, some of you may not, but at the end of this week, we're initiating the formation of the Northeast Cover Crop Council, mirrored somewhat after the Midwest Cover Crop Council, but will have its own unique flair to it as well. It's something that's not being fully launched and broadly open to the public just yet. We're having kind of a first kind of a closed door meeting to keep the number of cooks in the kitchen to a manageable level so we can kind of come up with some of the plans and the vision going forward into the next year. But this will be a platform for all folks in the Northeast to engage around cover crops through outreach, extension, online decision support tools. It'll have an annual conference that folks can engage and network at. So we're really looking forward to rolling that out and as a resource for the Northeast. With that, I look forward to our keynote addresses.